I'm Victoria Pettersson Henry. I'm a designer and a store owner in Malmö. Veya is the name of my store. I sell interior goods and also clothing and bags. Basically, I sell things that I like myself and just things that I really enjoy. I like quirky, colorful pieces, and I just really love all of the things that I sell, and I want to share that with people. I just think colors kind of brighten up your mood and energy, and a lot of customers also say that when they come inside that they feel inspired and happy because of all of the colors. Henry Rude is my clothing brand. I produce in West Africa. The clothes are made in Ghana and bags we make in Burkina Faso. I started the brand in 2013 because I was really inspired by West African fabrics, both woven fabrics that are very traditional there, but also wax prints, which are very colorful with a lot of prints. And I wanted to bring that into the Scandinavian fashion, which back then was very monochrome, kind of black, white, gray. And so I wanted to use those kind of fabrics and make more kind of streetwear or silhouettes that are easier to wear here, but with more colors and prints. Yeah, I just had this idea that I wanted to do something, and I didn't really know where to start, but I knew someone in Portugal who had a clothing factory. And so I went to London to buy these wax prints because they sold a lot there. And then we made a few garments in Portugal. And then I realized that, well, I'm using West African fabric, so it would be nice to produce there. And then the chance to travel with my father to Ghana came, and I went there, and I just I went there. My first trip was for 2 weeks, and I had never been there before. I didn't know what to expect. I didn't know any tailors. But the second day, we just went to the market, and I found fabrics, and I just took them to some local tailors that were in the area where I lived. I'm still working with the same tailors today. Actually, it's taken a lot of time and effort to build up our kind of collaboration and the way we work. But yeah. So I do see people wearing my pieces quite often now, especially here in Malmö, and the bags are quite popular, and it's always quite a surreal feeling when I see people. It's almost daily now, and it's so weird to think that I've actually held that piece in my hand and packed the order. This is actually the most popular product. I sell a lot of leopard strap bag. It's this model, and yeah, I see a lot of these actually out in Malmö. These actually, all of the pieces are my favorite pieces, but I really love these plates from Italy, and also from Italy. Wow, all of my favorite pieces are from Italy. Are these candles, which I think are super fun and super realistic, like this bread and little cake. I think they're really cute. So this head vase is from Italy. It's made in Sicily in a small village called Caltagirone, where they traditionally make them. They're called teste di moro, which means Moorish head. You might recognize them because they were in the series White Lotus as well. So a lot of customers that come in now recognize them from there. So these barbershop signs are hand painted by a guy called Makanaki or Ibrahima in Ouagadougou in Burkina Faso. He is a sign painter, and he makes a lot of the signs that are around town in Ouagadougou for restaurants or hairdressers, and I kept seeing these signs everywhere, and I really loved the style. And so one of the signs had his phone number on it, and so we called him and tracked him down and asked him to make a couple of custom-made barbershop signs to sell here. These tiger rugs are hand-tufted in wool and handmade in India. They come in several different sizes, and they're really popular as well. I think they're very cute and a bit more animal friendly than having a real tiger on the floor. So to anyone who wants to start their own brand, I always say, this might sound like a weird advice, but just start, like just start somewhere. If you don't know where to start with whatever feels easiest. You can learn the things that you don't know already. You can learn a lot from, you know, YouTube or Google, or even like asking people out to lunch or for coffee, and, you know, ask to pick their brain on maybe there's someone doing what you would like to do, or someone who has the experience that you need, and just ask them for advice. Maybe they can mentor you. I think a lot of people walk around with a lot of great ideas and concepts that they should do something with. Some people are just afraid of like failure, but I think if you at least try, then it's never really a failure, because you really learn something from every experience. And maybe you know, one thing can lead to another. Maybe you start one project and it doesn't go the way you plan, and it leads to another opportunity or another project or idea. So I really wish that people were more like not so afraid to just jump into something.